Welcome back to the Bluechip Breakdown, Vols fans. I'm your host, Bull, and in today's live stream, we're going to be taking a look at George McIntyre probably committing to our Tennessee Volunteers. So once everything gets pulled up, I will go on ahead and put that up for y'all so that y'all can see it. It has not pulled up just yet, but we already know that George McIntyre is a huge deal for the class of 2025. We're talking about the guy that could potentially be taken over after Nico leaves, okay? We are all anticipating that Nico's probably only going to stay here for 3 years. He's already had one. So that's just 2 more seasons that he's going to have with our Volunteers. And we've already got Jake Merklinger. Okay, I'm just going to call him J Merk moving forward because I think that he's a dog too. So it's going to be very interesting to see how that position battle pans out for our Volunteers. But this guy is an absolute and total stud. Let me go on ahead and pull up everything that I've got so far on my man George G Mac, who is an absolute and total dog. You can see right here, he's got a 77-inch wingspan. Okay, this is on 24/7 Sports. He's got 9-inch hands, and obviously he's young. He's still growing. Okay, we've seen his junior film. All right, well, y'all may not have seen it, but that video will be coming out here shortly. But the average for an NFL quarterback, hand size is like 9.5 to 9.7 inches. So he's close to it, and I think that he will probably exceed that. That's a really big deal because you got to be able to hold on to that football whenever it's raining, if it's snowing, anything like that. You got to have some big hands. It also gives you a lot more control on that football. But I've watched this film several times. He's a dog. He's a stud. And you see right there, they've got him at 177.5 pounds. And I think that this was at maybe like a combine or something that he did, as a rising junior, from sophomore to junior season. He's probably past all of those measurements right now. And they've got him at 6'5", 0.3 inches. But, man, I'm just going to tell you, with him being so young, he's going to continue to grow. Okay, we've seen him. He's kind of, like a taller, longer, lankier guy, but he's going to fill out. I can promise you that. He is going to fill out. And then as you go on down, okay, we can take a look at what Andrew Ivins is saying about George McIntyre. Everyone's raving about him, okay? He is rated as the number 3 overall quarterback in this class right here, okay? They got him listed at 6'5", 0.5 okay? And then, again, 182 pounds. He's from Brentwood Academy in Nashville, Tennessee in the class of 2025. He's a 5-star, number 15 nationally, and number 3 quarterback overall. And he's number 1 in the state of Tennessee. Now, we've talked a whole lot about we have got to lock down the state of Tennessee because it just isn't that much talent in Tennessee. But we definitely have to lock it down. We cannot be letting these guys go out to Georgia, Alabama, Florida, any of our big rivalry schools. And I think that Tennessee's doing a really good job. Now, right now, okay, his choice is down between us and Alabama. We all know that, he kind of put Alabama up there whenever Coach Saban was still there, but Coach Saban has stepped down, okay? Now with this whole, Washington deal coming down, it's a very similar offense, okay? It is an air raid offense, but it's not the up-tempo. I don't think that they run it as well as we do. Coach Heupel, as far as I can see, and I'm just being completely honest, I think he runs that air raid better than anybody in the entire country. Nobody runs it like us. There are several teams that try to mimic it, but it's just not the same, okay? This is a guy that can do it all, okay? If he does win that quarterback battle, he will for sure be able to pick up where Nico left off. There's a lot of things that I see in his film when I say, man, this guy looks very similar to Nico. Beautiful pocket presence, very strong arm, great touch on all of his passes, and he can also run, all right? So let's take a look and let's see, has this thing started up just yet? Okay, yeah, no, it still has not started, but we are in here, man. And if y'all are commenting, okay, if y'all are sending chats, anything like that, I am unable to see any of that, all right? So there was an issue with the thumbnail. And whenever I have to change stuff like that up, I can't really see what y'all are saying. I don't know what's going on with StreamYard, but that's just what it is. So y'all talk amongst yourselves. This is not necessarily, about me reading off y'all's comments. This is just about us being able to sit here and watch our new quarterback committing to Tennessee for the class of 2025. Now, something else that I can say about GMAC, okay? Number one, okay, so we had talked about, sounds like it's down between us and Alabama, but we saw him at the Tennessee first Alabama game this past Saturday, sitting right next to Coach Hype. One of the things that he said that he is really looking for in a school is the relationship with the coaching staff. He's got a great relationship with Coach Heupel. And again, man, Coach Heupel does a beautiful job of getting these guys, ready, especially quarterbacks. He's probably, honestly speaking, he's the best quarterback coach, I think, in the entire country. Now, he isn't necessarily, slotted as the quarterback coach for Tennessee. That's actually to Coach Halsley. But Coach Halsley has been with Coach Heupel for a very long time. So everything that Coach Heupel knows, okay, I would say that Coach Halsley, more or less knows. I would say most of it, probably not everything, but most of it. So he's going to be able to echo all the sentiments of what Coach Heupel is going to be giving to these guys. But we all know that Coach Heupel is going to have a stronghold on this offense and most definitely on the quarterbacks, because that's what he played, all right, as a Heisman candidate, type of a player at Oklahoma. And, man, I just cannot be more excited for what GMAC is going to be bringing to this team if he does commit to us. Again, it's between us and Alabama. I think that he's, more than likely going to be choosing us. I listened to what Austin Price and what VolQuest has to say about most of this stuff, because they are in the know, right? Like, whenever Austin Price comes out and says, hey, we're in a great position for this player, I take that pretty much as gold. You got to read those tea leaves. If Austin Price says it, that's pretty much what it is. So we should be in a very good position, and we're just waiting on GMAC and, that whole deal to get started up. And as soon as it does, we will most definitely bring that up for y'all so that y'all can see it. So we are just chit-chatting at this point. Now, what I'm going to be doing, y'all, okay, because I am producing this show, okay, I am doing the whole deal. But what I'm going to do right here is I'm going to slide on over and see if I can see what everyone's saying. Let's see what we got going on here. Man, I'm just going to tell y'all, watching this film and that film breakdown, again, that's going to be coming out here shortly. As soon as he commits to Tennessee, I actually did it last night. And, man, I cannot wait for y'all to see it. So please check that out. And also, whenever you're talking about GMAC, he's got a great offensive line. So the class of 2023, the class of 2024, I think we did a great job with the offensive line. It's going to be some great position battles right there. We know that, some of the guys that are coming in 24 will be, on the outside. Okay, I'm talking about wide receivers. I'm talking about Mike Matthews. I'm talking about Braylon Staley. Those guys will still be here, okay? Now, we also can talk about Nathan Leacock, Nate Spillman, who came in the class of 2023. Those guys will also, maybe they could have a chance, possibility to still be around whenever GMAC gets this opportunity. All right, so now I can see y'all's chats. We got a Go Big Orange. What else we got? That one right there was from Des Cook. And then Jay Forrest says, better choose orange, bro. Absolutely. Man, yeah, we got a whole lot of chats, and I am so sorry that I can't show all of y'all's chats and everything with the live stream that we've got going on right now. But again, man, live stream does some crazy stuff. If you change anything after you make a post, a live stream, whatever, it just like disconnects from YouTube. But see what we got right here. Boosted Off-Road. He says, I like Bull's channel. The best, the way he breaks down the players and everything. Great work, Bull. Thank you so much for that. Boosted Off-Road. And then J4 says, mess with the Bull, you get the horns. Yeah, for sure, man. Hey, look, so, we like to keep it very, very civil on this channel. We don't like to go out at people. But them Georgia fans, them Alabama fans, and Florida fans come on here talking all that trash. We're going to get right back at them because we don't play those types of games, especially with Georgia. Y'all already know how I feel about Georgia, man. And I'm happy to see those three programs in shambles right now at this point. That's what it's all about, baby. We are going to, as soon as it comes up, y'all, I promise you, I'm going to post it. I'm going to get to it. Let's see what else we got. Ethan says, what's up, Bull? George is a Vol, in my opinion. I agree. Yeah, and then D. Taylor, who's been with the channel for a very long time, says Boomer Bull. God Guns and Ammo says he is a Vol. Eric Kane let it slip. LOL. Yeah, man. These guys know, right? They are in the know. Whenever you're talking about Vol Quest, again, that's my go-to. They know what the heck's going on. And hopefully at some point, man, with this channel, we can get to the point where we can get up on campus and maybe we can get more insider information, kind of similar to what they're getting. And, we'll let y'all know what we think. But that is definitely one of the places, one of my sources that we go to. But, we also know some players that are actually on the roster. And, we also know other people, and I'm not going to give away too much, but we get some more inside information as well. And if you would like to become a member, you can get some inside information. We do, kind of like let some things out for y'all. And, sometimes we know some things before it is made public. So definitely worth it. And it's a great way to support this channel as well. See what else we got going on. Brian Lemon says, time to get some elite playmakers if GMAC commits. Yeah, again, we talked about Nico, right? Back in 2023, we said, man, look, now that we got Nico, we're going to be able to get a whole lot of players. And I think that panned out pretty well for that class, but it panned out a lot better, I would say, in that transfer portal. Because if you listen to especially the skill players on offense, they're all talking about Nico. Like every single one of them. People want to play with a great quarterback. I think that that's where it starts. Okay, you've got to have a quarterback who can make those throws, who is a baller. Watching GMAC's film, he is a baller. Okay, watching Jake Merklinger's film, he's another baller. We're good. I think that if we do end up getting George, we're probably going to end up having, in the 2025 season, we might have the best quarterback room in the entire country. And that's huge because Tennessee has not done that in several years. It's been a while since we've done it. But I think that what we saw from Nico or what we wanted to see from Nico in that 2023 class, we will for sure see that with George McIntyre. It just currently, right? If you think about everything else, if you just look at the way that Nico played in that Citrus Bowl versus Iowa, okay, as a true freshman, going out there balling out, he had a phenomenal game. You can see his upside. It's easy to see if you play football, a football man or woman. You can tell with Nico. Oh my gosh, the sky is the limit. We saw it with Hendon Hooker, okay, up under Coach Heupel with his offense. Whole lot of people saying that Joe Milton made us take a step back. I think that Joe Milton did a really good job. The issue with him was that we didn't really have the dynamic playmakers on the outside. But moving forward, again, I think that GMAC will be able to get in not only offensive line talent, which is, outside of the quarterback, that's where it starts on offense. You've got to be able to protect your quarterback. You've got to be able to open up those running lanes for these running backs. You've got some great running backs that are going to be with GMAC. Peyton Lewis, okay, he's a guy who probably will be here. Okay, I don't know if Cam Selden will continue to be here once it's time for GMAC to start, but if he does stay, oh my goodness, you're talking about an absolute total dog. Deshaun Bishop, Khalifa Keith, and we are going to continue to add to this class because of GMAC if he does commit. So we'll see here in a second. Now let me take a look and see. Okay, all right. So we start up, and we are going to move y'all on over to the
how this school and George go together. I thought my previous job, I was admission director. So I went and pulled up George's application to Brentwood Academy. And I found it's better if I use his words instead of my words to talk about the Mason George. This is then fifth grader George McIntyre trying to get the nervous. Fifth grade George McIntyre trying to get to Brentwood Academy. I love to play basketball and football. I love those sports. I also love art. I've been taking classes for 2 years now. I've been painting for about 5 years. I've also got an online Bible study every Wednesday for my summer camp friends with counselors. I want to go to Brentwood Academy because it's always been the school I want to go to for high school and middle school. I've always been around the camps, whether I'm going to my basketball games or see the football games on Friday nights. I'm at Brentwood Academy 2 or 3 times a week. I also have siblings and cousins that play at Brimley Academy, and I love what Brimley Academy stands for: body, mind, and spirit. Another reason I want to go to Brimley Academy is because it's a Christian-based school, and I want to be with God and people who love God. Finally, I plan on participating in football, basketball, and maybe track and field at BA. Also, if possible, I would love to pursue art classes at BA. I'm looking forward to seeing what other activities BA has to offer. I want to go play college football and basketball. This is a young man that's known what he's wanted for years, and we are excited to walk with him with this journey. I know you guys have not come here to listen to me speak, so I'm going to turn the mic over to George and just let him know that we love you, we're with you, and we're excited to see who we can root for next. So without any further ado, please welcome George McIntyre.
First off, thank you for all being here. It means a lot to be able to do this in front of family, people I grew up with, teammates, classmates, coaches. We all have passions. Mine just happens to be playing football, and I'm so excited to be even playing college football. Thank you to the Broughton Academy community for the support on these past 6 years. I would like to thank all the coaches and programs who took the time to recruit me. To be able to visit the big name schools was a dream come true in itself. Specifically, I like to thank my parents, mom, and dad. I know I'll keep y'all busy between football, basketball, and travel, but y'all's love and some continued support means the world to me. To my sisters, thank you for enduring being a quarterback sitting. I know it isn't easy to sit there and stand sometimes. To Grancy and Gramps, you never miss a game. Thank you. And to Coach Miss Betty, who I know are smiling down from heaven, I strive to make y'all proud every day. To my coaches, my trainer Thomas, and teammates, thank you for helping me and making me into the player and person I am today. Lastly, I'd like to thank Jesus Christ. Without him, nothing is possible. God is good. I hope that each and every one of you will find him there eventually. As for my commitment, I love this state, the fan base, and the coaches. I'll be staying home at the University of Tennessee.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I've been blessed with so many great opportunities to follow my dreams of playing college football. And I'm grateful for everyone. So there's always been one place close to my heart. It's where I learned about family and faith. But it's where I was born to play football. From Nashville to Knoxville, from Mississippi to the Smokies, there's just something special about Tennessee. This isn't a decision, it's a call. And volunteers answer the call. I'm staying home.
Okay, that concludes the program today. One more time for George before we release everyone. Students, you can visit.
Yes, sir. All right. Hey, so huge pickup for our volunteers in the class of 2025. And his film breakdown is live right now. So for all of y'all real Vol fans that stuck around to this point, please go and check that out. But again, let's talk about what this means to this program. We've got maybe, once GMAC comes on campus, we could potentially have the best quarterback in the entire.
If you don't have your account in
Hold on 1 second. There we go. So, for those of y'all who are big Tennessee fans, some of y'all have actually said in the comment section or I've asked, how can you support this channel? The best way to support this channel is by clicking the join button just below the video and becoming a member. You will get access to exclusive content, including film breakdowns of our college players, the players that we are targeting in the transfer portal as well. And also, you will be able to see the teams that we're going to be playing up against every single season, what their scheme looks like, and what we need to be looking out for. I cannot monetize those things on YouTube. So the best way that I can bring some value to everyone on this channel who would like to become a member is by doing these breakdowns. So that is what you're going to get. And obviously there are different tiers to everything, but that is the best way. So I hope that most of y'all, or maybe even all of y'all, do consider becoming members of the channel. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. This is the Bluechip Breakdown. I'm your host, Bull. Please remember to like, subscribe, share with your friends, family, and other volunteer friends. And we will see y'all on the next